Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Megan.
And I'm Sierra, and for this week's video, Megan and I are in Costa Rica with our mom, and we're going to be vlogging this entire trip. So, we just got to our Airbnb. It's been a long day of travel. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we got up at like 3 a.m. But we are going to start off by giving you guys a tour of the Airbnb. It is so lovely. We're so excited to spend a few days here.
La Fortuna. We're doing 2 main cities on this trip, so we're starting here, and then we're going to Santa Teresa in a couple days. We don't really have anything too crazy planned for this evening. Some of the highlights are at the Airbnb here, so we're going to give you a tour of the place, and
then we'll kind of decide what we're doing. We need to collect ourselves. It's been like 12 hours of travel.
So first, before you actually go into the place, you kind of have this beginning little, I wouldn't call it a sunroom per se, but you have a jacuzzi, okay? That's the main
That was one of the draws of this place.
It's right open to the outdoors. Got cute little chairs and furniture here.
Okay, then we have this giant main entrance to get into the living space. Long hallway leads you into the kitchen area. We have kind of made a mess of it already, just like dropping all our bag and stuff down. But eating table, countertop, breakfast bar, all that good stuff. This room is where our mom is going to be staying. So just a queen bed. She's got her own little mini ensuite in here. Walk-in shower.
Both of the bathrooms. This is a pro and a con, but they both have rain heads. So hopefully you're planning on washing your hair.
And then we got this slightly larger bedroom that Megan and I are sharing. We'll make a pit stop in our bathroom first. This one, I love this bathroom. All the tile work, rain head shower again. And then
our mom's just doing her own tour behind us.
And then we've got the, what is
this? This has to be a California King, right?
So Megan and I will be sharing this. And that's the place, and then there's a door right here that goes right back out to the main entrance.
Lighting in here is a little orange. I apologize, you guys. We are going to be kind of zhuzhing ourselves up a little bit, and then we're going to try and go walk around. We are staying like right in the main part of town. When we landed, because we flew into Liberia, it was like 95 degrees, super hot, sunny, and then most of our drive was pretty good, but you can tell we're in the rainforest now, so it's a lot cloudier. Still warm, but it was raining a little bit towards the end of our drive. It's not raining right now, I don't think. That was kind of our big adventure day though, so looking forward to it. It is raining again. So we've got our little rain, we have our rain get-ups on, but we're deciding we're not gonna let the rain stop us. So we are just venturing around, and eventually we'll probably try and find a spot that we would like to eat dinner at, and then also we're keeping our eyes peeled for like a store so we can maybe bring some stuff back to the Airbnb. We finished dinner. We just picked a place that we could easily seek shelter from the rain because it was pouring down earlier. We did a quick stop at Chocolate Fusion, which is also on the way back, and we picked up some stuff for breakfast tomorrow because we have an early call time tomorrow for our tour, and a lot of places weren't going to be open, so we got stuff for breakfast tomorrow. And now we are heading back to our Airbnb to use the jacuzzi. Time to pick a swimsuit, and I'm gonna do some reading, I think, in the hot tub, at least a little bit, hopefully. I just finished showering, and I think that I'm going to try and start getting things together for tomorrow morning. So I've got my dry bag and stuff, got my towel out, and I need to like get my swimsuit and stuff and whatever else I need packed in here. I'm gonna lay my clothes out, so that's all ready to go, just to hopefully make it so I can sleep in as much as possible tomorrow morning. Good morning, guys. It is dark in here. So sorry about that. Actually, I think there's one more light I can turn on. There we go. It is bright and early Sunday morning. Luckily, we all, I think, slept great last night. I see my mom's up. I don't technically know she slept well, but she got up pretty early. I had it was almost a nightmare. I thought we slept until like 2 or 3 the next day today, and we completely missed our tour. And I was like, how did we sleep for 13 hours? Or it would have been more than that. Luckily, I woke up and it was still only like 3 in the morning. I was like, okay. I went and checked. My alarm was still set. I was like, we're not sleeping in.
I was just like,
let's do a little haul of what we got for breakfast. These are from yesterday's stop at Chocolate Station. I got none other than a chocolate croissant. I don't know if I want to heat that up or not. Cereal, and then Mom got cinnamon rolls. Okay, I hope you guys don't mind the rainforest ambiance. I thought I might as well kind of do my minuscule get ready with me out here and talk about our plans for the day. So today is kind of our big, what I'm saying is our adventure day. We opted to, instead of doing things completely on our own, we booked through a group that does kind of like a full day tour thing. So they'll be doing transportation. They're providing like bottled water and lunch and stuff, and like our cost for the tour also covers like our admission for some of the different things that we're doing today. So we're doing 3 main different things today. First one is going to be doing a hike. It said it's supposed to take about 2.5 hours, and it's mostly on flat ground. So we'll see how hard this ends up being or not. I'm hoping it'll be perfectly fine. But the volcano that is by Fortuna is I don't know if I'm saying it entirely correctly, Arenal volcano. And so you can drive closer to it, hike around it, and we are going to be hiking to like one of the spots that there's like lava that had, I don't feel like dried is the right term, but you know what I mean, from when it erupted in 1968. And our guide is gonna share some info about that. And then from there, we are going to a waterfall. I can't remember if this one has a specific name or not. Doing sunscreen next. This one, I always like this face sunscreen from Hawaiian Tropic. Next thing I'm using is my Good Molecules Wake Up Eye Gel. So then after the waterfall, that thing, it takes like, there's like 400 steps to get to it. So that itself is gonna be interesting. But apparently there's like, I know. Apparently, like they have bathrooms and stuff there, so you're supposed to be able to change into swimsuits, so we're packing some stuff for that. And then after that, I don't know if we're doing lunch after that and then before our last thing or what the actual timing is, but then the last portion of our day is we are going to be going to there's multiple places that have hanging bridges in Costa Rica, so this is just one of them, but there's 16 hanging bridges that we will be going through, and probably will hopefully see some cool wildlife. And that takes us to the end of our day. And then I'm thinking this afternoon / evening, there's a bunch of resorts that have hot springs, and I know there is like a quote-unquote free hot springs too, but I'm just looking into stuff, and we did drive by the natural hot springs yesterday. That stays busy. There's a lot of cars that are parked along the road there. I think we're gonna try going to Baldy Hot Springs, and we can do the hot springs there, and then we can also do dinner there.
nice.
So
Megan's our little itinerary girl.
Sierra and her mom have like no idea
I'm like,
what we're doing.
what are we doing?
So what's the plan for today? Sierra's finding out the same time you guys are. I'm just
No,
kidding. She kind of knew yesterday that this was the plan today. If it wasn't raining, I probably would bother curling these front pieces because then it just makes it look better. But it's raining right now. It's probably gonna be raining. And my hair is probably gonna be getting wet throughout the day. I just don't know if it's really worth the hassle. Okay, we are gonna do our fit checks for our day adventures. My tank top is from Scent Active. My hat is from Target. These shorts are from Sierra's Yoga. These boots are Columbia. Then, since it's going to be raining a little bit, I am bringing a rain jacket. This is from Newly, but the brand is Free People Movement, so I can stay at least a little bit dry. And then because it's wet. I have a dry bag for the rest of my things, and this is from Amazon.
My hat is from Clear Lake Mercantile. The shoes are Merrill. My outfit is Target.
My top is from Target. Shorts are from Abercrombie. I really don't remember where these boots are from, and I don't see a brand on them. And then I have an orange rain jacket thing from Free People Movement that we got in our newly box. Important development. I've changed to my biker shorts. These are from Lululemon. I'm still bringing, like I have a second change of clothes in case I talk about like the waterfall and stuff. My first pair of shorts I'm bringing as like a second pair of shorts. You guys don't care about this, but this is just what's going through my mind. So the tour company picks people up from the place that they're staying, and they give like different times based off of like whatever's gonna be the best route. So I'm pretty sure we're getting picked up at 7:30. It's 7 o'clock right now. But we're kind of hanging out on the front patio just to be available for whenever they do show up. And once we're on the van, I'm guessing they're driving us in a van, I'm like, okay, now I just do whatever they say to do. Alright, we're catching a ride.
13 people total.
We made it on the van. Alright, Sierra, first impressions. I'm liking it. I'm liking the nature. First impressions, Mom. What? I feel like now that we're in the trees, like I thought the rain was going to be more annoying, but it's really not that bad. It's the rain's gone. We're just kind of in it, you know? Like it's not being heavy. Yeah. It is what it is. Yeah, I've been saying, you know, watch out for snakes and spiders. So I ain't touching nothing. What? I said if my patient can do this hike with me, they're discharged. Patient able to complete rainforest hike, standby assist. Activity tolerance, and uneven surface tolerance. We have a lovely hanging bridge. We're at the first hanging bridge. Everyone gets a little photo op first. And then we get to walk across the suspension. Yeah. We are on the first suspension bridge. We did a little photo op. And this, I'm not scared of heights, so that's not the issue, but it is like, you know, it's unsteady, so be careful. So far we have seen, I don't know the actual names, but we've seen a frog, we've seen some monkeys, and a snake skin. Supposedly we've found a snake. Vipers. In the middle. Okay, second suspension bridge. Sierra and I literally can't. Oh yeah. I was gonna say Sierra and I literally can't. We just watched Shrek last night though. We did. You can hardly see on the camera here, but I can see in real life through here. The volcano is right there. Kind of covered by clouds. I didn't look at what bridge this was. Did you? No. This is so cool. I'll show you guys. Ah! Hang on tight to everything you got. Show you guys the view down. I think there's another bridge down there. Look at how hazy it is right here. Kind of cool. Like it's just kind of hazy. That's why it's called Mystico. Oh, really? Something. Mystico Park. I didn't even. That didn't click. It's moving!
Well, at first I looked in, I was like...
We are on the last hanging bridge. This is the longest one, which means we are at the end of our tour. And then we have a short drive to get to the volcano. So we're doing that hike next. Then we're doing lunch, and then we'll do the waterfall. I would say, I would thoroughly recommend. This was good. Look at that, guys. It looks so much better in person than on my camera. Time to get back on the van. Got our wristbands. I think we're ready to do our second hike. Lunch is gonna be so good after this because I'm already getting hungry. We just ordered on the way here and like let them know what we want. And we're having a mystery drink. They were trying to describe it. I think it's a fruit drink. There's two options. So I got one and Sierra got one. Hopefully one of them is good. Okay, so the plan for the hike is we are going to try and get to up here, these two things. That's the lava float from 1968, our guide was saying. I feel like I'm getting my workout in, that's for sure. How are you doing, Sierra?
Doing alright.
Made it to the lookout. The breeze is feeling pretty good right now. Okay, we are done with the lookout, so now we are going back down a different way. I'm hopeful this is easier than it was to get there. The clouds have lifted up a little bit more on the volcano, so you can see a lot more of it.
We did it.
Woo!
There we go.
It's so close to being fully revealed. But I mean, that's pretty, look, it's even going up a little more, I swear. We're heading to arguably the most important stop at this point. Lunch. It's been good so far. It is almost 1 o'clock, I think. But all I had this morning was half of a chocolate croissant. So I am so hungry. We are off to our final stop as a group, and that's going to be the waterfalls. We're going to the Fortuna waterfall. We are doing our 500 steps down to the waterfall. We did already see it over at the lookout, and we actually saw sloths too.
We are exploring the waterfall right now. There's a big, huge waterfall, and then honestly, other than being like right next to the waterfall, you can technically go swim. Like, there's a couple different sides, but we got in the water about up to our knees, and then we decided that was enough for us because it's absolutely freezing. But we are on a mission now to scope some spots out to see if we can get any better pics.
We are back at our Airbnb, so I thought it'd be good to do a quick debrief of what we thought of our little excursion. I would highly recommend. We booked through Viator, and the company that we used was Green Vacation, I think. If we can remember, we'll try and see if we can link like any specific excursions that we do and or like our Airbnbs. We'll try and link them down below. Honestly, like weather-wise, I really think we couldn't have gotten any luckier because while it was raining this morning, like that kind of cleared off in the rainforest, and that was honestly more fun than I was expecting. And then the volcano hike was a little bit harder than I was expecting. And then we finished off with the waterfall. Oh my gosh, the lunch, you guys? So good. It was so good.
I devoured my plate.
And then we finished up with the waterfall, and the water was freezing, but it was very cool to see. And just got dropped back off not too long ago. I rinsed off just to make myself feel a little bit cleaner and refreshed. What time is it? 4:51. So I think the plan for the rest of this evening is going to be much more relaxing. There's a lot of different hotels around here that also have hot springs. So I have one specifically that I was thinking we'd go to, but I'm gonna kind of double check and compare like prices of some of the other ones. And then there is actually Uber in this town anyways, so we will be picking one to eventually Uber to, and then do the hot springs and dinner there. I'm gonna see if I can finish reading this book that I'm reading. Made it to Bali for the hot springs and dinner. Since we're doing the dinner as well, we basically showed up right around 6, and that's when one of the options was. So we're eating first, and then we're gonna go to the hot springs. There are many to choose from, so like I think when I looked online, this place is like 25 different hot springs. And this is buffet style, so we gotta go crazy. We have found some dessert. Good morning, guys. It is our third day here in Costa Rica, and we are leaving La Fortuna today, and we are taking a shuttle to Santa Teresa, which is where we're spending the rest of our trip at. And we are taking a shuttle, that's loud, bright and early this morning. So it's 5 a.m. Our shuttle's supposed to pick us up at 5:30. I think we've mostly finished packing yesterday.
You're like sore.
Actually no. Anyways, we have breakfast still from yesterday, so we're eating that and finishing packing up. We're all packed up. We're waiting on our little patio area for the person to pick us up. I keep getting nervous every time we have these like little pickups because there's no directions here. So I'm always just like, I hope they're gonna find us okay. So we'll see. It's 5:22 right now. Yeah, and then we have a nice long, but I'm gonna view it as a nice long relaxing shuttle ride. And we can sleep a little, we can read, just enjoy doing nothing after a nice busy day yesterday. And we should get to Santa Teresa sometime around, 12 or 1, I think. We're also the other ones on these first part of the trip. We have to switch fans a couple times. Made it onto the ferry. So we are 2 rides down to the ferry to get over to the peninsula, and then we have 1 last drive to get to Santa Teresa. This is a nicer ferry than I was expecting. I'll show you guys around, but like, there's a place we can get food. We're sitting at like a little lounge area. I couldn't do that. I'm like, I'm not that tired now. So I think we have about 3 hours left of our journey. Not been too bad. Ferry ride was a little over an hour. We're just about at the port, I guess. And now we have to find our next van, which I'm not entirely sure how we do that, but we'll figure it out. We made it to our second Airbnb after, travel actually wasn't that bad. I just forgot there was a ferry. 6.5 hours of travel. But it really was broken up well where it made it so it wasn't. And I was sleeping for some of it anyway, so it's whatever. Our host just dropped off some coffee. So they're actually we're early and letting us check in early, so they're finishing up some stuff. At first I thought we were just gonna have to do a bag drop, and then he was thinking it was gonna be a couple hours, but luckily we pulled up and the person's just finishing up, so they're like, if you don't mind, you guys can stay. So I'm gonna give you guys a tour of the inside stuff first, and then we have a really nice outdoor front area, but they're still finishing up over there. Main living space, kitchen area. We've clearly already made ourselves at home, dropped everything here. Living room. Look at this, a little lounge. I could do some reading here. That'd be nice. We'll go. There's also a projector upstairs. I don't know that any of us would be staying upstairs. This is the view from the balcony up here of the downstairs area. Okay, going back here. This is probably the main bedrooms we'll be staying in. I don't know that anyone's gonna stay upstairs. Probably not. Bathroom right here. This is the luxe bedroom. Very nice, very nice. And then there's kind of a mixed, it's an indoor bathroom, but it feels like it's outdoor because of the skylight that it has. There we go. Looks so beautiful. Nice. And then we have a little deck area. Little jacuzzi. If I can open it. We're locked. We just maybe later. Second bedroom. Down here. That has its own outdoor shower if we want. And then the real treat is actually out front. So let me show you guys. This is off the kitchen. This is the main entrance. We've got outdoor dining, a grill if we want. Is that where the laundry is? Yeah. Laundry here, and then look at this stunning pool A little outdoor garden area. I need to go inside though because I don't have any sunscreen on.
And it's burning my feet. So we have finally gotten into the taxi WhatsApp group that the Airbnb host or helper person gave Megan the information to. So plan is to go more into town, into Santa Teresa, and eat. I think we're going to East Tree is what we decided on. And then we might stay over there for a little bit and just like walk around, so that way we don't have to like go back and forth. Because once we come back for the evening, we're probably just staying here. So there's more shops and stuff over there. There's also a beach over there we could go to. There's also a beach over here we could go to. And we have our pool and stuff, obviously. So that's the plan for now. We'll probably make more concrete decisions after we've eaten.
For the first time in my life, we went into a store and they said, no shoes, or shoes off, please. But we just went into like a little boutique somewhere store, but we did not get anything. Since our Airbnb is not right in town and we don't have any great way to get around except for using a taxi system, we're trying to get some things to keep at our Airbnb. So we're in a supermarket right now, and I don't know, probably just gonna get some things to have some options for some food, and then we might just taxi back to the Airbnb, I think. Alright, we finished our grocery run, and now we are hanging out outside the supermarket. Funny enough, the same person who taxied us down here is gonna be the one picking us up, but we need to wait like 10 minutes. There are a lot of people doing four-wheelers. However, I don't know that besides this that we are particularly leaving the Airbnb a whole lot more. So I don't know if that would have been like the most cost-effective thing for us to do. We have some crazy photos and videos though of like the dogs here. The ones that like are just riding the back of like ATVs and dirt bikes specifically, like they are so well balanced because they're not strapped in and they're just like sitting there. We are back at our Airbnb. I have to share because this just is making me laugh. The guy who gave us our second taxi ride back, because did you explain that it's like our Airbnb host gave us like a trusted group of taxi drivers. So then we got invited to that WhatsApp group. Then we got approved. So I've been texting in there both times to like see who's available, and both times it happened to be the same guy. And then after he just dropped us off again, he messaged me being like, anytime you need a taxi, like message me personally instead of using that group. So I was like, okay, will do. Good. So before I change into my outfit, because you know I packed some cute outfits for this trip, I like to think, and I haven't taken any photos in it yet. Before we do a little change and go to the beach, we're gonna try going out to the front patio area, and Sierra and I are gonna see if we can get some pics. We're just following Sierra's lead right now. She's pretty sure she found the street we need to take to walk to the beach, but the one by our Airbnb is just supposed to be a 3-minute walk away, so we're gonna go check it out. Alright, we found a sign that had an arrow pointing to the beach, so follow this road down. We'll see what our beach looks like. It is so bright right now, but we have come across the beach. Now that is Pure Vida. All these dogs here are literally just like so relaxed. This dog is like not with us, but like he's with us.
I make friends with dogs on the beach, that's what I
He's been having a blast. He's going in the ocean. He's digging some holes. What should we name him? He has switched allegiances. He's now gone over to Megan's towel. I wanted to show you guys the beach a little bit. So the one that's technically closest to our Airbnb that we walked to, this is Playa Mar Azul, I'm pretty sure. And this has a bunch of rocks in the water. And there's also a tide pool up there. Maybe we'll show you guys tomorrow. I don't really know if I feel like walking back over there because there's people over there now. We did go in the water a little bit, but not super deep because I didn't have any shoes on. But the water's actually very nice and decently warm. So if we go to a beach probably a little bit further down that way where it's a little bit better for swimming and less rocky, then that would be good. And the sun is slowly setting behind the clouds over there, so I don't know if we'll be here too much longer, but it was good to just kind of see what the beach looked like, and I'm pretty pleased.
Oh yeah, nice.
We are in the midst of trying to settle down for the evening, and the place has a projector that we're trying to figure out. I'm getting ready to go lay down and read some of my book. It's 10 o'clock. We've just been watching Criminal Minds and like doing screen time and whatnot. I'm currently still reading Don't Believe It by Charlie Donnelly. And to be honest, on this whole trip, I have not been reading as much as I thought I was going to. So that'll be interesting for the book video. But tomorrow's also the first morning that we have no reason to get up at a specific time. So we can sleep in a little bit. I can spend a little bit more time reading this evening if I would like. Tomorrow we have basically the whole day to do what we want, and then we actually decided to book something. I was wanting to do it Wednesday night, but we ended up needing to do it tomorrow just because of the availability. We are doing horseback riding tomorrow. So that's like the one last thing that I was kind of like, if we do book something else on this trip, that was what I was leaning towards. So other than that horseback riding thing, we're just kind of hanging out between the town, going to the beach, and staying at the Airbnb, which is plenty, I think. Good morning, guys. We are trying to start breakfast this morning. Ooh, turn it down. The sun's are literally like going over the side. We got stuff for pancakes when we were in town yesterday, so it's kind of reminding me of the Virgin Islands where we did pancakes for breakfast in the morning. So that's what we're doing. We have like mix where you just add water to it, and then hopefully, I think this will be fine. But like we don't have any non-stick spray, we didn't get anything like butter, and so we're gonna try doing olive oil as our non-stick spray. Oh my goodness, I don't think it was ready. Okay, our mom kind of poured a giant one for the last one. Actually, it could have been worse. We are having breakfast outside on the patio, and I figured I would kind of share what I feel like the day has in store for us. We're eating breakfast, and then I feel like we'll probably try and get ready to go to the beach at some point. I would like to try and maybe go to a beach further down the street a little bit to get a little bit less rocks, but that's going to be the plan. For lunch, I'm not sure about if we want to go into town versus like try to order delivery here, because I know there are some places that actually do order delivery, but we have a longer taxi ride later for the horseback riding experience, so I just don't want to like go into town separately and pay for that just to eat food. Maybe we'll order lunch here possibly. And then our horseback riding experience, I've got our guide, he's taking us, he's gonna stop at an ATM for us as well, and that'll be how we kind of finish up our evening, which I think will be fun.
For my outfit today, I was going to wear my white linen pants, but I think I'm going to hold off on those for now because when I was changing, I chose this blue swimsuit from Different Daisies, and I realized these shorts were like the exact same color. And I haven't gotten to wear these out much. I've mostly just been wearing them in bed. So these are the like newly boxer shorts that I am renting. The brand is Oddly. So I'm wearing this for my swimsuit, and then this white t-shirt is just from Target. I need to get in the bathroom and like do my hair, brush my teeth, skincare stuff. I'm probably gonna just put my hair up because I'm sure it won't stay down for very long with how hot I am guessing it's gonna be.
We are packed up, ready to go, and I think you said the beach we're going to now is just like a short walk in the opposite direction of where we went yesterday, and hopefully we can find a good spot, hopefully by some shade if we need some protection, because right now we have 2 days left on the trip, including today, and we haven't,
full days and then our travel day.
Yeah, but we haven't gotten burned or anything because we haven't had like the opportunity to. Like over in La Fortuna, it was like really rainforesty, and like the sun wasn't out for an extended period of time. Yesterday was like mostly travel, and then like we were only outside for a little bit. This is like first full
Sunday, yeah. UV is 9. We're gonna try and stay on top of things because we don't want to get burnt. Well, she already did her OOTD, but I'm gonna do mine. My hat is from Alternate State. This is my beach bag I've had for forever from Hawaii, even though it says Guam on it. And then my little beach cover up is from New brand, is Kimchi Blue or something like that. And then I'm wearing my Dippin' Daisies swimsuit underneath. We got all settled at the beach. Luckily our Airbnb had a couple of chairs and stuff, so we carried them on down to the beach. I will say, I actually can't see the ocean from right here because there's a little bit of a hill, but I'm wanting to stay in the shade at least for right now. So I'm hanging out back here. I just went and felt the water though, and the water here, like, it's been amazing. Like, I have no complaints, and I'm like such a wimp when it comes to cold water, but I will be going swimming later. So this beach is definitely less rocky, which is nice. But I'm gonna buckle in to do a little bit of reading since I've been slacking on this trip a little bit. Hopefully make some good progress in my book. I am going to take you guys down to the beach since I haven't shown you guys it yet. Mostly because how we usually shoot on this camera, the aperture was not working, but I have this on a different setting right now. So I don't know if the shutter speed's doing anything weird, but the lighting looks better. So let's head down. The water itself is great, but the waves make it a little bit harder just to not get pummeled. So I tried doing a little bit of a dunk. Well, I didn't go under because I'm trying not to get my hair wet, but you get the idea. We ventured back to our Airbnb. It is 11:40ish right now. It was just getting extremely hot and our shade was disappearing from the trees. So just came back. We're eating some of our snacks we got yesterday, and then we'll probably do a little bit more reading and stuff and hang out at the pool. And we're gonna see if we can order lunch and get it delivered. Okay, lunch has arrived. So this is from the bakery in Santa Teresa. We've got fish tacos, which is what me and my mom got. And then Sierra got a burrito. All right, it is 2:20 right now, and after we've had lunch, we've had a nice time relaxing and reading a little bit at the pool. We are getting picked up by the taxi in like an hour, and so we need to get ready for our horseback riding. And so yeah, we need to clean up a little bit and freshen up. I know, I'm gonna try and salvage my hair. I'm not washing it. So we're gonna be doing some dry shampoo. I don't know if I'm gonna put it back up or if I'm gonna try and do anything with it down.
Good luck.
We'll see.
Mine's going back up.
And then I'm doing like an all white ensemble, assuming I like how it looks. So we will show that later. All right, let's do horseback riding fit check. I'm not one to usually wear pigtails, but Sierra convinced me to give it a try, and I think it's good for the occasion. So we'll see if I break out this hairstyle a little bit more. Hat still from Alternate State. This tank top is from Aritzia. These linen pants are from Itinerary, and then I don't think these are the worst shoes ever, but they do require us to wear closed-toed shoes. So I'm wearing my Sierra's New Balances that I brought with me.
My hat, Clear Lake Mercantile, Target, on Cloud.
My outfit, I've worn the River Feathers before. Tank top is from H&M. These are from, who's else from H&M? On Clouds. I don't know. Or Brooks. My hair's in a closet. We are making a pit stop at the ATM to get some more cash. Whoops. Prior to horse riding. This is so funny. This is my horse that I get to ride. I'm not sure what their name is. Hopefully I'll figure out later. Okay, this is my horse, Hugo.
I'm gonna show you everything, so don't worry, you don't need to.
Okay, I'm gonna get on. Mom's here. Sierra's still all the way over there waiting for her horse to get on. All right, Sierra, what's your horse's name? Mine is Hugo. You guys, this has been incredible, very beautiful, very lovely. That being said, I have to say I have like the biggest side ache right now. I basically feel like I've been doing a moderate intensity workout the entire time I've been on this horse. It's
more physically demanding than I was anticipating. So I don't regret doing this, but like, wow. I'm gonna be sore when I get off this horse. Hello. Don't mind my misspelling. I was getting such a bad, I was getting lateral knee pain. I think it was just how my legs were positioned. And then I was getting such bad side stitches when we were trotting. Like, they'd go faster. And I was like, you gotta slow down because I can't physically take this anymore. I'm getting ready for bed. Tomorrow is officially our last full day here in Costa Rica. Which, now that I think about it, might honestly be when we decide to end the vlog, because Thursday we're just traveling back. Maybe we'll keep recording for our reading video. Tomorrow we have nothing specific planned. We're kind of going to do a little bit more of the same today, which is hanging out, relaxing, maybe going to town one more time. To be honest, so for dinner we just ended up reheating. We had some leftovers from lunch, so we reheated those. We were watching Criminal Minds and doing the projector again. It's 9:30. I was doing some reading for my book, which I'm gonna try and keep doing, but like I was getting kind of tired, so I figured I should come get ready for bed and I used to read in bed. But I honestly wanted to finish my book today, but I still have like an hour and a half left. I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to stay awake to do that. Good morning, guys. Today is our last full day in Costa Rica, and we are gonna see if we can figure out the laundry machine here and get some things washed to make it easier to pack to go home tomorrow. So yeah, yesterday the water pressure towards the evening wasn't very good, but it seems like it's back to normal now, so we're gonna give it a go. We have been kind of coming up with our game plan for today. I think we tentatively figured out at least a starting point. So we're not staying in the main part of town, and so every time we've been wanting to go to town, we've needed a taxi because the walk is like 20 to 30 minutes, and like when we say it's hot, like it's hot. So there is a hotel that's got a restaurant that's only an 11-minute walk from here. We're gonna try that out for breakfast, and then we're gonna come back here and kind of hang out at our Airbnb this morning and finish up laundry, and then when it's closer to lunchtime, I think we'll try and venture into town to
And then maybe
hang out
see the
somewhere.
beaches down there.
Yeah. Okay, well, while that was only maybe an 11-minute walk, the majority of it was up a pretty steep hill. So, bear that in mind. But we're almost there. Here's the restaurant. Well, at least we earned ourselves a nice view. This is our view. Got some drinks to try. Cheers. On the bright side, you guys, even though we have a giant hill to walk down, look at this lovely view of the ocean. Getting ready to hang out by the pool and do some reading. Swimsuits from Dippin' Daisies. My advisor is from Target. And yeah, it's like almost 10 o'clock right now, so I'm just gonna hang out here for a little bit, and then once it gets closer to lunchtime, maybe we'll try to pick a spot we want to go try out for lunch. Okay, we finally ventured back into town. The taxi person just dropped us off at the beach entrance, I'm pretty certain anyways. And we don't have a specific restaurant we're looking for, but it seems like from Google Maps there are quite a few options along the beach here. So we'll find one, we'll pick one, and then I'll show you where we're at. Well, here's a beach club. We just finished up at the Banana Beach Club, whatever.
That was exactly what we needed. The
That's
taxi driver
exactly
must
what we
be known
needed.
better than we could have expected.
Yeah,
I
he's
said
like,
drop
you
us
guys
off in
want
the
to be
beach
here. and he was right.
That
So,
was perfect.
what time is it?
It's 5:46.
So we're gonna walk around for a little bit. We need to stop at an ATM, maybe go to the pharmacy. So mom has like a bit of a cough. And then we're just gonna wander around
Mom
a
was
little bit.
requesting dessert. So we
Do
can
we
take
want dessert before dinner?
it. No.
Should we do dinner first and then dessert? We are back at the Airbnb. We decided that to finish off our last evening here, taking pizza back to the Airbnb sounded absolutely delightful. So this is from Pronto in Santa Teresa. And then we got some pops at a convenience store. We're gonna put Criminal Minds on the projector. That's what we've been watching every evening. And well, eventually I'll shower and finish packing, but for now. Okay, I am working on packing. I also finished showering, so I actually am mostly done. I need to just get my last few swimsuits out of the bathroom, and then I'm actually fairly pleased with how I've gotten everything condensed. So assuming I can get that fully zipped up, that'll be fine. And then I just have my toiletries that I'll need tomorrow. Still have room in my backpack, which is where I'm planning on putting that stuff. Got my clothes laid out that I'm wearing for a travel day tomorrow. So that really wasn't too bad. We are getting ready to go to bed for the evening and we travel all day tomorrow. So that being said, end the vlog here as our final sign off from Costa Rica. Hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. And I'm not sure if this got split into 1 or 2 parts. I know, we'll have to see how much footage we actually got. But nonetheless, we hope you guys enjoyed the video and stay tuned for our reading
scheduled programming.
Yeah, I was gonna say our reading video, but
yeah,
that too. Check out our podcast, it's called According To. You can listen wherever you listen to your podcasts. And yeah, if you like the travel content and also regular week in our life stuff, you guys can subscribe to our channel down below. This is typically what we post. And we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.